Iran war live updates. 2-week ceasefire takes hold. A fragile 2-week ceasefire between the United States and Iran has officially taken effect, marking the most significant pause in hostilities since the outbreak of the 2026 Iran war. The agreement, reached after intense last-minute diplomacy, has raised cautious hopes of de-escalation, while leaving major uncertainties unresolved. Ceasefire agreement reached at the Brink. The truce was announced just hours before a looming escalation deadline, with U.S. President Donald Trump agreeing to suspend military strikes in exchange for key concessions from Tehran. Central to the deal is the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, a critical global shipping route that had been disrupted during the conflict. Iran has agreed to allow safe passage through the strait, while both sides pause offensive operations for 14 days. The ceasefire was heavily mediated by Pakistan, with additional diplomatic backing from countries including Turkey and Egypt. What the deal includes: 2-week halt in attacks by both the U.S. and Iran. Reopening of the Strait of Hormuz for global oil shipments. Preliminary framework for negotiations, based on a 10-point proposal from Iran. Potential expansion to regional actors, though details remain contested. Talks aimed at a longer-term settlement are expected to begin soon in Islamabad. A war paused, not ended. Despite the breakthrough, officials on both sides emphasize that the ceasefire does not mark the end of the war. Iranian leadership has warned that hostilities could resume if terms are violated, while U.S. officials remain cautious about Tehran's intentions. Even after the announcement, reports of missile alerts and continued localized tensions highlight how fragile the situation remains. AP News. Global reaction, relief and caution. World leaders have broadly welcomed the ceasefire as a step back from a wider regional conflict. The European Union described it as a crucial opportunity to pursue lasting peace, while urging all parties to honor the agreement. Markets responded quickly, with oil prices falling and global stocks rising on hopes of stability returning to energy supply routes. However, governments, including India, have warned citizens to remain cautious, reflecting ongoing security risks despite the pause. Humanitarian and strategic impact. The conflict, now entering its 6th week, has already caused thousands of casualties and widespread displacement across the region. Aid organizations say the ceasefire offers a narrow window to deliver humanitarian assistance and support civilians affected by the fighting. At the same time, military analysts describe the truce as a trust-building exercise, rather than a guaranteed path to peace. What comes next? The next 2 weeks are expected to be critical. Key questions include: will both sides fully comply with the ceasefire? Can negotiations produce a lasting agreement? How will regional conflicts, especially involving proxy groups, evolve? For now, the guns have fallen mostly silent, but the outcome of this pause could determine whether the region moves toward peace or back into escalation.